This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast. Of all the things that Chrissy Swan brought to the show this week,
Chrissy Swan hanging out with us.
one of the main ones was more talk of
Titties.
Keep talking about them titties, Tom.
No, it's worse when you say it.
Okay.
and more specifically the sensations Chrissy was having in hers.
My boobs tingle when I
Mine
hear
too,
it.
yeah. My left one, especially the bigger one. It
Boob
doesn't-
tingles again, guys. Boob tingles.
That's good. That's good.
You have not noticed my enormous jugs out with a fine sheath of gauze.
And when it's not more boobies she's trying to get on the show, it's...
More doobies.
What?
Doobies.
What
What this show needs is more doobies.
Oz Lotto hit $100 million on Tuesday. And Whipper had the classic question for Fitzy,
What is the first thing you would buy with $100 million?
which for some reason he could not answer for the life of him.
Yeah, that's $100 million.
If you don't have an answer, you've got everything and life's too good.
What's the first thing that I would buy?
Yeah, $100 million. Do you want a Ferrari? Do you want a boat? Do you want to buy a racehorse? Go to Vegas. What do you want to do?
$100 million. We want
I
a
can't believe you
jackpot,
can't
don't
give
you?
me an answer. Don't buy a ticket, mate.
Thankfully, Fitzy didn't win the $100 million, so he was back in the studio to have a chat with Rachel Griffiths.
Welcome to the Fitzy Whipper Kate Ritchie Show.
Beautiful.
Her new TV series has her running a brothel, so the topic came up pretty quickly.
I don't know too much about brothels.
Have you never been to a brothel?
Well, no, there's an open day of a very famous one.
Oh, is that the one that slightly overlaps a yoga studio? So if anyone's tracking, hubby on Live 360, it's like, yeah, it's really into yoga lately.
Yes.
I think this has become a thing like,
Have you been to hot
yoga?
And bad behaviour's been a running theme on the show this week.
School pickup the other day, and I was asking about a certain family, and they said, oh no, haven't you heard? They've left the school. And I said, why is that? Mum got caught vaping in the kids' toilets at the Christmas carols.
What an iconic sentence.
One of the teachers came in to tell the girls, you're up next for the Christmas carols, and knocked on the door, and there's Mum in there vaping on her pineapple bubblegum flavoured vape.
And it turns out she's not the only parent that's got in trouble at school.
What did you get in trouble for, Sharon?
I got in trouble for spraying a bottle of champagne over kindergarten kids after our bake. We raised about $56,000 and I thought it was a cause for celebration.
Oh, you thought you just won the Grand Prix, did you, Sharon?
The kids loved it.
Now, we all know it was only a matter of time before Whipper went on Ozempic.
No. It's called Monjaro.
Oh, sorry. Monjaro. But it's basically the same thing.
It's one injection a week into your stomach. Just stifles your appetite.
And we'd certainly take it a bit more seriously if he wasn't saying this 5 minutes later on the show.
They've ranked Australia's best ice creams.
If ice cream companies want to send in ice cream,
Here we go.
then we are happy to put together our own list here and throw the stuff at me, Tommy. I'll just open my mouth.
I'm not complaining, though. Just make sure there's enough for the whole team.
Send in a couple of jabs of Monjaro.
Wash it down.
Monjaro. Sometimes on the show, a random celebrity suddenly gets roasted out of nowhere.
Do you remember Just Cuts? Amazing hairdressers.
This week, it was Grant Denye's time.
Do you remember when Grant Denyer was the face of Just Cuts?
Was he? No.
And there would be life-size stickers of Grant Denyer in Just Cuts.
They were on a postage stamp.
But then when
bottom
you
of the
walked
window.
out of there, it was Grant Denyer looking at you, sort of laughing at you with the haircut that you just got from Just Cut. It was the worst feeling.
Just to be laughed at by a small man. That's not fair. We love you, Grant.
Yeah, thanks, Whip. That'll make him feel better.
Yeah.
Chrissy had a great idea for the show this week.
We're getting together a dictionary of family words with their definitions.
What's the family phrase?
And we got so many great calls that I've included a translator to speed things up a bit. For example,
Liquorland.
Liquorland.
The Tiki Tick.
Certificate.
The Invisible Foil.
Cling wrap.
Shitful.
Schnitzers.
Then we can also use the translator for Chrissy.
Derodiant.
Deodorant.
Did me eat this?
Was it I that consumed this food?
Baskin Robbins.
Baskin and Robbins.
Whipper.
The Cinemas.
The cinemas.
Lincoln.
LinkedIn.
And Fitzy.
Finally,
Finally.
American Russo.
American Rosso.
A dormant oh, God, I can't get that right. No.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Turns out even the translator can't figure that one out.
Sorry, bro.
I'm Snitch. Catch you guys next week.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.